This is the twist. Yesterday, when the news broke, we saw what happened with all the tokens moving, not really moving like that, but at least this is a great move. I told you yesterday, if we break above 113,000, we could get back into Bitcoin. And you can see I've changed this into green, which shows it's now a buy. But we still need to be safe. Why? Because the week is not yet over. We still have tomorrow, today and tomorrow, before we can answer, okay, the week is concluded. And even in crypto, until the end of Saturday, although even though the market doesn't really move on Saturday, we can just say tomorrow the week is concluded. Now, my fear is if last month's PPI was a little bit high, the old product need to be sold to the consumer, right? Now, before the consumer we use all those products finish on the shelf, it might print out a little bit of inflation. So the CPI today might be a little bit different to what we're expecting. I'm not gonna lie. And if you look at year to year that we had last month, it was 2.7, and before that it was still 2.7. Month to month remained at 2%, and the core CPI remained at 3%. So what I'm thinking that this might be today, let's see what the forecasting. You can see the forecasting is still going to be almost the same thing. Last month was 3%, this month to 0.3%, and even year to year the forecasting almost the same thing, which is from 2.7 to 2.9. So we might see a little bit of the data not changing. Why? Because the PPI, the producer price index, needs to get to the consumer first. They need to use all those ones first, you understand, before the new price they are now printing now will now come to the consumer again. So we might see a little bit of the inflation not coming down like that, probably sticking to the 0.2 or whatever, which is 2% or 2 point something percent we've been waiting for. So 100% we're going to have rate cuts come September 17th, but everyone is still talking about it. How many basis points we're going to experience? Is it going to be 75, 50, or 25? All I know is if it's 75, the market is going to pump crazy. If it's 50, it's going to pump crazy. But if it's 25, we're just going to see the reaction, but it might not pump like that because everyone believes the Feds, they are late to cut rate.